Hi guys, welcome back to the Main Road Expedition. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have two tough league games against playoff hopefuls Cammel Laird and Ellesmere Rangers. As you can see, the top part of the league is quite tight at the moment. We're sat in second, 1 point behind Ashton Athletic. Form continues to go reasonably well, and we are still unbeaten. We've had a very good start to the season. We had a couple of draws against Asheville and Roster recently. That's why we've just dropped off the pace a little bit. But we continue to be unbeaten in the league. Hopefully that will continue today. It's two tough games, but it'll give a good level of where we're at. To be quite honest, I think these two matches, with them both being in good form, obviously it will be a tough run thing. We're through in both the cups. The FA Vars we won 5-0 against Coventry Sphinx, and in the First Division Cup we beat Chadderton 4-1 as well. Like I was saying, we're playing very good football at this level at the moment. Hopefully that will continue today. These two games are going to be a challenge, and we've just got to make sure that we really give it our all, and hopefully we will be able to do the damage. We've got Houston in goal, Stanley, Fiatado, Oliver and Simmons at the back, Ruffer, Little and Payne in the midfield with Noble, Hammond and Hannah as our front three. I'm reasonably hopeful that we can continue the good form, but I must admit I haven't loaded the game up for a little bit of time. I record in advance, so I've had a few days away from it, and the old saying sometimes does ring true. If you don't load the game for a while, the game tends to have other ideas about how things are going to go. It doesn't tend to go the way you want it to. But we'll see how things go today, and hopefully we can continue the run of form that we've seen so far this season that has led to us be unbeaten, and yet we are still sat second in the league table. Ashton Athletic having a good run of form themselves. We've got Little here with the corner, whips it into the near post. It's headed back, I think it was by Hannah in the end, and it's cleared by Wood. Stanley picks it up with plenty of time and space, and this is Noble. Manages to make his way around the opposition winger. Noble plays it in. Here's Stanley. Hannah's there, and it's just over the crossbar. And again, Hannah just struggling to get the attempts on target. There's a little bit of a concern with him at the moment. He hasn't been quite as prolific as last season, but he hasn't been playing as up front as much has to be said. As Stanley tries to play the ball in, it's cleared by Wood. Payne picks it up in the midfield into Little. Now Oliver. Looking over the top, Hannah was there, but the ball was just a little bit too far, and Miller claims comfortably. Incidentally, Cammel Laird are currently down to 10 men. Humphries is just walking his way around the edge of the pitch at the moment. Hopefully we can take advantage of it while they are down to 10 men. Here is Noble coming down this left-hand side. Chance to get past the fullback. He does really well. Plays it in, and there is Hannah. And this time he does get it on target, and he manages to knock in the goal. We have a lead here. Like I say, it is a big game this. Further they were down to 10 men. We've taken advantage of it, and it's proven to certainly be working in our favour. But the Lairds are a good team, as I've said before. So any slight advantages we can take from this match, we have to do so. And we have a 1 goal lead away from home. In terms of chances and everything so far, we're quite dominant. Possession, certainly in our favour at the moment. Hopefully it will continue. Here is Noble on this left-hand side. Plays it back to Stanley. Little picks it up. Into Hannah. Now Ruffer. That's a good pass into Payne, who strikes it from distance, but it's straight down the throat of the goalkeeper. And we miss an opportunity to extend our lead. That's played forward looking for Swift. Simmons did really well to win that, in fact, and the ball's played over the top by Stanley. Hannah's done really well to win that, and he's still holding on to the possession here. He's going to have to try and play it in the penalty area. Noble to the edge for Little, and that is a thunderous strike from Tom Little, in off the inside of the post. We're 2 goals to the good now. They have got the full allotment of players on the pitch as well at the moment. That was a very, very good goal. Tom Little has been fantastic in that midfield in recent weeks. Another goal to add to his tally. Struck it superbly in off the inside of the post, in and around the top corner as well. And we are 2 goals to the good here. Certainly a dominant force so far. Here comes Williams for Cammel Laird. Potentially an opportunity for them to get back into the game, but Ruffer doing really well to pressure him and gain possession. But he loses out. There was 2 players challenging him, and Wood with a long ball over the top, and Swift with the strike. It goes just wide of the post. And it's the first real opportunity that the Lairds have had, but we still sit quite happy at 2-0, half an hour gone. And things are certainly going well here today. Little into Stanley, now Furtado, looking over the top. Chance maybe for Noble to get in behind, cuts it back, and Humphreys just about gets onto it and clears. Furtado picks it up into Payne. We start to build again. Oliver looking over the top for Lawrence Hammond, and there's Robert Hanna. I think it took a deflection off the centre back initially, but it came back to him straight away. He knocks it in. 3-0 for us now. And despite their good form, I think we're proving just how good a team we've managed to build here. It's only our second season, of course. We built a team from scratch last year, and at 3-0, I honestly think we are very much contenders for promotion this season. We need Ashton Athletic to drop a couple of games, but over the course of the season, every team will drop a couple of games. It's just the nature of the way the league is. But so far, for us to remain unbeaten, I think we are showing extremely good signs here. The thing is, only the top team gets automatically promoted as well. Um, so we have to be on point in terms of chasing down Ashton Athletic at the moment. We really have to knuckle down and continue this form. If we want automatic promotion and a league title, which obviously we do, um, we really can't afford to have any errors. And there is Robert Hanna again, Furtado with the ball over the top, and Hanna with a hat-trick goal, unfortunately disallowed. It remains 3-0, but it would appear we're going to continue where we left off here in this second half. And at 3-0, to be quite honest, we don't concede too many goals at the moment either. I am pretty comfortable with this lead and the fact that we're probably going to go ahead and win this game. The Lairds have gone a little bit more attacking though. They have started to have a few attempts at goal. And hopefully we can just withstand the minor barrage that they are trying to push onto us. But here comes Stanley into Conan Noble. Bit of a heavy touch. Puljanovic managing to pick it up and finding Hully. Now Wood into Williams. That's a lovely pass looking through for Swift. Furtado did well to get ahead of him, but a heavy touch lets them back in. Barras into Bryan. I think they may have changed formation, in fact. Furtado does well. Payne couldn't quite get onto it. Bryan again with a delivery in. And there is Williams, and it's off the crossbar. Furtado manages to clear out for a Laird's throw. They've really picked up on the number of chances. They've certainly got more attacking. Looking at our players, we are going to have to make one or two substitutions, I think, here. Furtado and Conan Noble just starting to struggle a little bit. We haven't got a centre-back on the bench. It says Jack Carter can play there, but I'll be honest, he's 5'9". I don't want a short centre-back again. We haven't got a left winger on the bench either, really. Hannah can go on that left-hand side. We're going to bring Casey and Langfield on, who has played a couple of games recently, and he scored some quite good goals as well, so that is certainly a positive from our point of view. We're going to bring Sam Wright on for Furtado, and I think, to be honest, we'll drop Tom Ruffer in as centre-back. He's done well in that holding midfield role, he's just got to drop back slightly, and I think that'll probably do us for now. As we go into the last 20 minutes, a couple of pairs of fresh legs on in the centre of the pitch should do us quite well. Simmons just under pressure from the challenge, and Bryan picks it up on this left-hand side for the Lairds. They've certainly woken up in this second half. They've certainly tried to go more attacking. Swift there should have done better with the finish. There was a hint of offside there anyway, but he's put it over, and it's a goal kick. Yeah, it's a bit of a strange one. I mean, in terms of overall chances, we have been the better side. We've had more shots on target, but they have really started to attack in this second half. They only had 3 or 4 shots in the whole of the first half, and they've tripled that coming into the second half. So they really have woken up a bit, the opposition, but they just haven't managed to finish, which is certainly a bonus from our point of view. Here is Oliver with a free kick. What a lovely switch of play that is to Robert Hanna. And he plays it in to Langfield, and it went wide. I tried to get rid of that little alert thing there. It really irritates me, that alert thing. I don't know why it keeps coming up all the time. I'm trying to find a way of getting rid of it, and every time I try something, it just doesn't work. So it's going to have to stay for now. But that is a very good performance, a 3-0 win over the Lairds, and Robert Hanna certainly playing the part there. 2 goals for him. Tom Little assisting in that with a goal as well. And another very good performance. I don't actually think Ashton Athletic played amongst those fixtures. So, as it stands, we have regained top spot. And hopefully, like I say, it will continue. We've got another tough game coming up, like I say. Ellesmere Rangers in the second half of this episode. And they are sat in a playoff place themselves. So, again, another good test for us. The fact that we're at home is certainly a bonus as well. We've done very well at home recently. The 2 draws that we've had against Asheville and Roster were quite disappointing. The one against Roster, I think, was away from home, but the Asheville one was at home, if I remember rightly. Um, yeah, we just seem to have a bit of a drop off. I'm not entirely sure why, but certainly back to winning ways with that game against Cammel, Laird, and obviously with the 2 really good results in the cup as well, confidence has certainly been boosted once again. So I'll just wait for this to process through, and we'll have a quick look at the league table, and then we'll get in for that Ellesmere Rangers game. Here we go. So yes, we have gone top of the league. Ashton Athletic did actually play, by the looks of it. They drew with Stafford Town, so we have a 1 point lead again at the top of the table, with 2 points ahead of Wythenshawe, and we've got a game in hand over Wythenshawe as well. But we've opened a little bit of a gap of 5 points to Cammel Laird. Ellesmere Rangers, in fact, must have lost. Yeah, they lost to Wythenshawe by a goal to nil, so they've actually dropped out of the playoffs. So if we can get a win against Ellesmere, I would suggest that it puts them well and truly out of the title race, to be honest. But we'll see how things go. And I think it's about, I think we've got a week, yeah. We've got a week before the Ellesmere Rangers game, so I'll just get through that off camera, then we'll come back and hopefully get another good result on the board. Okay then, here we go for the game against Ellesmere Rangers. As I said before, they did lose out in their previous match, so they dropped out of the playoffs for the time being. We're strong favourites for this game, especially with us being at home. Hopefully we can live up to that expectation and get another good result on the board following that brilliant performance against the Lairds. So line-up for today, we've got Houston in goal. Hughes is going to start left-back instead today with Furtado, Oliver and Simmons. Murray, Little and Payne are the midfield 3 with Noble and Collins out wide and Hannah up front. Collins has had a fantastic season so far out wide, by the way. He's been absolutely fantastic for us on that right-hand side. And again, hopefully he can continue that today. He's been in good goal-scoring form, but he's got quite a lot of assists as well. He really has been taking charge of matches in our front line. And going into this game, obviously he missed out in the last match. He was rested, so hopefully he will be ready and raring to go for this one today. So let's get this one underway then. Strong starting lineup as we always try and do. I think we're at a point now in this league where even if we rotate a bit, I think our lineup is going to be strong anyway. Give or take 1 or 2 of the younger players. Oliver looking over the top, it's cleared away. And now Collins running into the penalty. He's hit the post. I'm not too sure why it's gone a bit jerky there. I'll just have to check in on that in the next highlight. I do apologise if it wasn't as fluid as it should be. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with it. Here is Murray. Plays it into the penalty area. Oliver looks to pick it up on this left-hand side. Still going here. Plays it into the penalty area. And there is Hannah, and he's hit the crossbar, and it goes over. I'm not too sure what's going on with the match at the minute. For whatever reason, it's just gone a bit jerky. I've just paused and restarted it again. Hopefully it'll sort itself out. Early stages, I mean, we've not had too many shots on target, but we are dominating the game. Ellesmere not doing anything in the way of going forward at the moment, and we're dominating possession as well. But we need to take advantage. Here is Murray. Whips it into the penalty area toward the far post, and a penalty has been given for an handball against a player It's their number 2. It's a name that I'm not even going to try to pronounce, I don't think. Sezerapinovic, I think it said. And here is Robert Hanna, and there is the goal. 2 goals in the game last time out, and it's his 10th of the season with that penalty. And we have our lead. Really good stuff. Let's see if we can build on it. Apparently just pausing and restarting the game, the match itself, was enough to sort out the highlight issue there. So, a bit relieved, to be honest. I thought I was going to have some problems again there, but it seems to have sorted out. Here is Liddle into Robert Hanna. Plays it out wide to Hughes. Just holding on to it under a bit of pressure, but he does well. Finds Liddle again. Into Hughes. Couldn't quite get past the winger. Furtado into Liddle again. Knocking the ball about superbly. Liddle with a brilliant reverse pass, and Hanna hits the post. He was just offside though, but that was a really good effort once again. There's that guy. Serapaninek. As the ball gets played in, Oliver manages to clear. Payne picks it up and finds Joe Collins in a real good chance for us to make a breakaway here. It's 4 on 5, but Collins has just gone on his own. Surely not. Oh my word, Joe Collins with his 6th of the season. What an unbelievable goal. On the breakaway, he just ran and ran and ran. He kept going and going. I thought he was going to switch the play. Noble was completely free on this left-hand side for a short amount of time, but he just carried on and just dinked it over the goalkeeper. It's 2-0. What a goal from Joe Collins. And that secures our lead going into the second half. Ashton Athletic currently at 1-1 at the moment in their match at home. Here's Hughes into Liddle. Now Furtado looks set to clear. Couldn't find Robert Hanna, and they recycled the ball quite well. And there is Jays, and it's Ellesmere's first chance of the whole match, and they've gone and knocked it in. No offside either. And they pull it back to 2-1. So going into the second half, we just need to be on point here. We've dominated the game, but with that goal, they are certainly within touching distance of us now. City of Stoke is who Ashton Athletic are playing, currently at 1 apiece there. Hopefully, City of Stoke can take points off them. That would be quite nice. Here is Shotton in goal for Ellesmere, clears it forward. Davis couldn't quite pick it up, and Oliver clears, and Joe Collins picks it up on this right hand side. Turns superbly, and their winger just let him run away from him, and Collins picks it up, still going down that right hand side, whips it in, looking for Hanna. Serapaninek managing to clear. Simmons into Liddle. Over the top for Collins, knocks it in, and again Hanna couldn't quite get onto it, but he does this time. I don't think he was offside, and the goal is given. It's 3-1 on the hour mark, and that is a big, big goal in the context of this game. Collins just kept recycling the ball, kept getting it back into the area. Hanna within the 6-yard box, just knocking it past the keeper. Collins with another assist to his name as well. Excellent stuff from him. Conan Noble's had a very quiet game, but we do seem to have focused a lot of the play down this right hand side so far. Collins here with a corner in toward the near post. Furtado did well to win the header, but Shotton did well to make the save. I think we may just start thinking about 1 or 2 changes. Fitness is looking quite good though, to be fair, and Robert Hanna will just move back for Conan Noble, just because Noble's not really been in the game too much. We'll bring Lawrence Hammond on up front. And Tom Murray's had a bit of a poor game as well. We'll get Sam Wright on for him in that defensive midfield role. Sam Wright, by the way, he was not just a central midfielder when we brought him in. He really has taken to that defensive midfield role. He's probably one of our strongest players in that. Well, he's our best player in that role, but he's probably one of the strongest players in the squad now as well. Williams with the header on. Oliver picks it up with ease, and he just knocks it forward. And Robert Hanna putting pressure on Serapaninek, but he does well to knock it back to Shotton. The ball forward from the keeper was poor, and Hughes picked it up, and he just leathered it forward again, straight back into the keeper's hands. And he delivers forward again. Furtado does well to win the header. Tom Liddle. Oh, what a pass that is from Tom Liddle. He really has been a great signing in central midfield for us. Collins, unfortunately, couldn't quite control it. And Wright looks over the top for Lawrence Hammond, who beats the keeper to it. It was poor from Shotton's point of view, but Lawrence Hammond continues. Well, he was going to continue his scoring run. Offside given again. And unfortunately, he can't add a goal to his tally at that point. With 10 minutes to go, though, at 3-1, I'm quite happy at the minute. And here is Lawrence Hammond into Hughes. He's still going here, the left back, and it's a shocking effort at goal. This is why you're a defender, not a striker. But, I mean, saying that, we've had some defenders score some great goals already this season, but look at those match stats. We really have dominated proceedings today, and we look set for another 3 points. Ashton Athletic are still at 1-1, so we could have a decent gap at the top of the table now. Here is Washbaum. Oh, he's lost out to Collins, and Lawrence Hammond completely free in the penalty area. He was unmarked. He should be scoring that. Poor from his point of view, but fortunately it doesn't have any effect on the result. The win is secured. The match stats are ridiculous, aren't they? We've done so well there. And a 3-1 win. 2 very good results for us there. Back to winning ways in the league, clearly. Them 2 cup games have certainly helped us turn our form around previously, and we look set to move forward. I'm not too sure when we're going to come back. I think the cup competitions are a little bit early, unfortunately, so we'll probably come back for another couple of league games potentially. We'll just take note of the schedule once we've loaded through after the team talk, and we'll see where we can go from there. But with the way we're performing, especially against the teams around us, and when we played Ashton Athletic earlier in the season, we did draw with them, so they are going to be contenders. They really did give us a tough game. Saying that, Roster and Ashfield drew against us, and they've had a poor season. So we have had little blips here and there, but for the most part, we're playing superbly, and we remain unbeaten, more importantly, as well, which is certainly something to be proud of at this earlier point of the season. Come on, hurry up and process through, please. Eric Edge, by the way, he's well and truly been replaced by Ben Houston, the teenager. He has been very good in goal for us so far, and when Eric Edge has played, he has looked very average. I think we had quite a high scoring draw earlier in the campaign, and Edge was shocking. He was so poor, and since then he's just not made it back into the side, unfortunately. I'm not entirely sure why this is taking as long as it is to process through. It shouldn't be taking this long. Come on. There we go. Finally got there in the end. So Ashton only managed that draw with City of Stoke. We are 3 points clear of them now, so we've re-established a lead at the top of the table. We're a further point clear of Wythenshawe, but more importantly, we have a game in hand over them as well. So we have an opportunity to be 7 points clear of Wythenshawe, depending on how the fixtures go. I think overall we have got every bit of optimism we can have, and we should be able to continue onto a promotion this season. If we can keep this form up, I mean, 14 games at the start of the campaign, we're still unbeaten, and there is no reason why we cannot continue. We're playing so well, and because of the versatility of a number of our players as well, we've got cover everywhere that we need it. And I think another thing as well, we've got a couple of midfielders that can play at centre back, but we've only got 2 main centre backs in Oliver and Furtado, and I think that's helping as well. We've got that solid foundation at the back. They're playing with each other every single game, and I think having that is certainly helping us out so far. Yeah, one of the cup games is only after the next league game, and I think that league game, in fact, could be our match in hand over Wythenshawe against Sandbach. So hopefully we can continue this run and win that one to extend that gap at the top of the table. But yeah, we won't be back for the FA Vars, that's for sure. It's far too early for that. I do apologise for this, by the way. I don't know why it's taking so long to load in between everything. Um, it shouldn't do. I've got it on quite a small database, to be honest, so it should be running a little bit quicker than this. But saying that, I've not loaded it through for a little while, so it could be just trying to catch up with itself. But two good wins, and going ahead, we'll probably do another 6, 7 matches, get them out of the way, and then see where we come back. Potentially in, again, could be league games, could be cup games, but overall, we can continue this run. It could be quite a simple season, hopefully, to get into. I believe is to get. There's a Premier Division of the Northwest Counties League, so I believe that's the next step for us, and that's where we'll end up. Um, I'll be honest, I'm getting a bit impatient with this now, so I'm thinking I'll just end here, and if we can come back, we'll see where we come back. It'll be cup games or league games anyway, obviously, so we'll see how things go. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.